Guys, the mental jujitsu I've had to pull to get this shit to work. Oh my God. So, story time. Let's just, you know what? I've had to re record this. The microphone just not working properly. If it cuts out, if it's not working, fuck it. I don't even care. I honestly don't even care. I've gotten to the stage where it doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry. Let me adjust real quick. Okay. Um, God, what a month. So, yes, I'm back. Hi. I want to deeply apologize for the fact that I have not been posting. Only reason is literally because my phone got stolen. I lost all the content for that day that I was out with Leah, and I bought a couple books and we were discussing stuff and we had a little picnic, cute moment, whatever. My phone got nicked. So sad, have to buy a new phone, recording on my mum's, so fun. What else? I went out again recently, bought some more books. Um, I can't wait to get my hair done. Sorry, it is awful. Like I am gonna get it done by Monday. I'm not gonna record that because long, but I am gonna. May hopefully in the next video you'll actually see me with a hairdo and like it's all cute and done up and it's no longer trampy because I started off this channel looking rough. I just picked up. Honestly, I remember like feeling like I want to start something, and I'm so glad I started this channel because honestly, it's helped me be like after I got my phone stolen and so much other personal stuff happened during that time. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try and focus on like things that do make me happy, and like making videos, like making content is been great. Very stressful though, but yeah, that's a little brief thing I just wanted to put out there. What else has happened? So yeah, this video was actually meant to be like a fun recap of a big series that I finished recently, a couple weeks ago now. Um or a week ago now. It would have been done like 2 weeks ago, but I think I delayed reading the standalone. So we are going over Jessa Hastings books. We're going through the Magnolia universe, Daisy Hates universe. Um, the books are some of the best romances I've ever I think right now it's my favorite romance that I've ever read. I've not read a lot of romance. Romance isn't really my thing. I've kind of discussed that on this channel. However, I'm into romance and I'm into Jessa Hastings. I'm not even into romance. I'm into Jessa Hastings. Whatever she has to put out, I will consume. I'm obsessed with her work. Love the way she writes, love the style, love the romance, love getting lost in it. And it's the complete opposite of what I read, but it's so fun. Like, it's so easy to read as well. Super gripping. Love the storytelling, love the characters and how messed up they are. It's just great. It's great. Um, I want to do a brief, like, so okay, I don't want to make like put any spoilers out there because I'm really bad with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say what my favorite characters are. You're going to come across some really interesting characters, some very jarring and annoying characters. Right now I'm just going to do the main series, but I will get onto the Conditions of Will, which I read the most recently because it's her most recent release. She's going to release I think two more Daisy books. My favorite who are my favorite partners. Christian and Daisy are the best, but I think my favorite character would have to be Julian. And for so many reasons. And I think in book four, it's my favorite. And there's a reason why it's my favorite. It's because we explore more in depth about the characters. In book three, we explore more in depth about the characters. However, book four, we get to like obviously it's a build up. So the first book is Magnolia and BJ, second book is Christian and Daisy, and we're just getting introduced to those characters. However, the third book is when you start delving into more of their backstory and understanding them a bit better. But then the fourth book is when like so much heartbreak happens and we get to know more about Julian as well, and the fifth book really rounds it out. And I think the fourth and fifth book are like elite. But I do love the first book when we're introduced to Christian and Daisy. I'm I'm just obsessed. Like, I'm literally in love. There's so many good quotes. Um, it's just they're great books. I feel like the first book is probably my least favorite in hindsight. It's probably my least favorite. Um, but I think for nostalgia purposes and getting used to the characters, and we're just dipping our toes into the world, it's still like really good. Um, I came to fall in love. It took me longer than everyone else to really like BJ and like come round to him and his character and the decisions he made, because he's very flawed as a character. They all are, but I don't know. It took me a little bit long for me to like BJ, but I love him now. I'm obsessed. I think book 5 made me like be like, okay, I love all the characters and I get the hype around BJ more. Yeah, it took me a while. I think most people love BJ after like the third during the third book, because this first book, I don't know. I feel like the first book, I don't really remember much about the first book. It really was just like BJ and Magnolia's relationship and all these questions popping up and da da da, because they're in the same world, in the same friend group. However, they just focus on different perspectives, and it changes each book depending on the relationship we're following. So obviously, it's all interconnected, and they're all part of the same world universe. So yeah, I highly recommend. It's such a good trash read, but at the same time, they're really well written books. Like, it's not just shitty, smutty books. They're actually really, really well written. The Conditions of Will is a standalone. It's completely separate.
Okay, I've given up with the microphones, guys. They keep dying. They keep dying, so if you hear whatever you hear, it's not my problem. Oh. Oh. Okay. Fucking shit show. It's been, honestly, it's taking a lot of effort to record this video. For some reason, the universe does not want me to put this video out. I don't know why, but they're like, someone's gonna see this. Something's gonna, I don't know. There's something about this video that's just like really been difficult to film. Don't know what's going on, but yeah, I would say this is my favorite book. Forgot where I left off, I'm so sorry. This is my favorite book, the fourth one. It's where I fell in love with the characters the most, so I just want to just put that out there. The Conditions of Will, the standalone, yes. Hardback, obviously. I love the work. I love all the artwork. The artwork really speaks to what the characters are going through in the relationship. The, like, what's it called, their status of the relationship, just certain imagery that relates to themes that are being touched on in the book. And this one's a lot more religious, as you can see. I love how she talks about or mentions and explores religion in the book, queerness in the book. There are some like heavy topics throughout all her books. Within the standalone especially, I think it focuses a lot on one of the characters' experiences, and yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but I would just be cautious regarding things like rape and sexual harassment or sexual assault and stuff like that. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna put that out there. Loved it. I think I rated this like a 5, and I rated the fourth book a 5. I rated the fifth book a 4.75. I mean, I rate them now that, you know, once you've digested the books and you've stepped away from it, or you've reread certain passages when you go back, and I'm like, okay, I think that's how I feel now. After, like, once you initially read it, or as you're reading, your opinion changes so much, but once you've digested the work, that's, I think, when you can give the most accurate review, once you've left it for a week or two. Sometimes a year or two later, my opinion changes. Like, my opinion on Babel and Yellowface, for example, changed so much. Those two books specifically. The second book, Well of Ascension, Brando Sando, my opinion kept changing. But you know, and it all depends on your personal preference and opinion about how you choose to assess the book. And sometimes with series you need to like read them and take in consideration that it is a build up. Like it's not just gonna be the other books surrounding it that give it more depth and context, because sometimes books alone don't have everything in one because it's part of a series and it has to carry on from something previously. So sometimes I feel some of the books were like that. So the relationship follows Sam Penny, who we love, and Georgina. Oh god, she's got such a triggering, jarring, annoying sister, and oh my god, I hate her. She's a very, very annoying character, and it can be tough to put up with, but it's not that bad. Like it's bad, but it's like it's enjoyable. Like I she's a well-written hated character, if you know what I mean, and she does represent, unfortunately, a lot of women that act and speak and think like that and are quite male-centered. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. She's very annoying. She's very jarring, but yeah, great book. Maybe I would reread again. Honestly, I would reread this whole series again. This standalone, maybe. It is a 5. Actually, see, look, I'm already changing my opinion. No, it's a 5. I probably would reread it again. Yeah, I probably would. Kind of feel like going through the books again and rereading them. Oh, I have a huge TBR list, but mainly for the fact that a lot of them are rereads, and I just... On to the next books that are on my TBR that I've just bought. A lot of these are going to be considered buddy reads. So when I went out with Leah, I bought The Conditions of Will a couple weeks ago, read it. And another beautiful book that I do really desperately want to read, and I want to buddy read it because it's such a special book to me. Like I haven't even read it, but I know I'm gonna love this book and I'm gonna love this author. I haven't even read Sword of Kaigan yet, but yeah, I got it. I freaking got it. I'm so excited. Genuinely so excited. Of course, hardback. Beautiful, stunning book. Just every bit of detail, the artwork, even her little avatar at the back. Oh, Miss Wang. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. Anyway. Yeah. Can't really give reviews on those books because I haven't read them yet. But anyway. Speaking of hardbacks, another book. I can't wait to read The Floating World. I've heard amazing things. My friend, who was my librarian, who I bumped into recently, we keep on contact on Instagram. She was like, she recommended XOXO to me a long time ago. And the girl who fell beneath the sea, or fell under the sea, fell beneath the sea. Yeah, okay, I'm not crazy. She did write it. Because I'm like, I remember her name. That was also on my list. But I had been reading at the time Six Crimson Cranes. And I was like, I'm reading a lot of literature like this. I want to take a break and branch out. So I didn't buy her book. However, it is on my TBR and I will be reading it. I will be reading it. I'm very excited and really want to. Most of my whole... Like, there's a whole section of just Asian women. Just fantasy books written by Asian women because they just eat. And I don't even know what else to say. Like, I don't know. Jade City I want to get as well. That I walked into Waterstones and I saw and I was like, on my TBR, I need to get that. There's so many books, guys. I'm holding back because I keep telling myself I'm saving money. Was I saving money day before yesterday when I went out to shop? That's not the point. A girl can't restrict herself from buying books. I've literally stopped buying books for months. All the books that I've been talking about have been what's it called, just on my shelves, or I've kindled. I haven't actually, like, from ages ago, like I have not bought new stuff in a while. And if I have, I've like bulk bought stuff from ages ago that I've just taken a while to like deliver. So it is what it is. I want to get into romance more, so I'm definitely gonna, if I really like this, and I know I will, I'm sure I will, I think I'm gonna get ASAP, I believe, is her newest book, romance book, and then I'm gonna get XOXO as well. I'm gonna get XOXO first because that's what was recommended to me by my friend. Shout out Sabrina, thank you so much. Yeah, gorgeous. Love the artwork. I feel like artwork, like illustration, is so important within books. Just like the font alone, like how it just speaks volumes about the author, the type of book, generally the aesthetic it fits, and just the colors, like everything's just so well thought out, and the placement of it, it's just, you just gravitate to it. Cover, I think it's so important. And also information about the author, how it's laid out, just simple things. Like, I'm just really excited, can't wait. And also it was obviously picked up and reviewed, Brimming with Love by Chloe Gong, and who I own Chloe Gong, no, I own her books. Elizabeth Lim also, Stephanie Garber, and then there's Kaylin Bayron. So I'm very much like, I'm very familiar with Garber, Gong, and Lim. Very excited. We'll do a review. It's a duology, that's why I got a hardback. If it was like a bigger series, I think I wouldn't get a hardback, I'd just get them all paperbacks. But yeah. Now, what I'm reading today, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely thrilled, like very, 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 very excited. I'm gonna get the whole series. I don't care, nothing's stopping me. No one can stop me, no money can stop me, no one can stop me. They're not even that expensive. They are, but they're not. They're £10. Yeah, I got this for £10. The aesthetic, the vibes, it's just immaculate. It's immaculate, and I'm very, very happy. I'm so I love the smell of the book as well. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Leah has read this, and I'm very excited to see how this book plays out. It's a short book, so hopefully I'll be able to breeze through this. Illustration, like stunning cover, love the artwork, beautiful, captivating, draws me in. It's just yummy. It's like, it's such cozy vibes. It is fantasy. It's very, I don't think there's like a complex, crazy like magic system and stuff like that, but it's just, it is a romance book first and foremost, I believe. So I'll read a bit of the blurb, but it's just look how cute it is. Oh my goodness. Paladin's Grace is a darkly whimsical, cozy fantasy featuring sock knitting paladins, badass perfumers, courtroom hijinks, and heart-racing romance from Nebula and two-time Hugo Award-winning author T. Kingfisher. So yeah, that's all the books that I have. That's like new, or I've just finished reading. I'm promising myself that I will devour and get round to finishing the Manor series and the Scythe series. I think the next series I'm picking up to finish is the Scythe series, and I'll give a full review. I feel like my opinion hasn't changed on the first and second book. I'm still really impressed, and I think The Toll's the second book. No, it's not. I don't know what the frick the second book is called, but I think that one was my favorite.
I can't even record me saying I'm sorry for being a flop because I flopped recording this. So this is just an intermission real quick. I took the world's biggest swig. I think I've literally chugged this Red Bull throughout this whole video. I'm cracked up on Red Bull. I'm wired as fuck. I can't seem to get a word out. Everything I want to explain isn't functioning. I just want to put content out there and show that I'm alive, and I'm so sorry nothing's been going my way. This video just does not want to go out, and it was meant to go out like 3 weeks ago. So I don't know. I'm watching it now, I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to edit it, and I have to take out like hours worth of shit of just me rambling. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know. Oh my fucking, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've read a couple chapters of the third book, but I don't think it's like, I think it's better than the second. I don't think the second was that good. I don't think it's my favorite. It's probably going to be my least favorite. I don't know why. Certain things happened, but for some reason I like, maybe it was just the time when I read it, but I just got like a bit confused and a bit lost in the story at some point, sorry. And it was just a lot going on, and I was just trying to figure out what is happening right now. But that could just be on me. There was a lot of like plot twists, which I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, what is happening? And we're learning more and more about the actual cloud. So there is that. But yeah, you guys will get a full update and review of that series, hopefully coming soon. And yeah, I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. And again, I'm really trying with the content. I've been having bad luck, like really bad luck. So we'll see what happens. There's a lot going on, but yeah.
So I'm fucking stupid and I didn't sign off this video, but I just wanted to say, if this is the first time you're seeing me on my channel and this is the video you're introduced to, please check out my other videos. I just wanted to get this out there because I made it and I'm trying to motivate myself to create and keep making videos, and I really wanted to get out a video based off of all the romance books that I'd been reading, specifically that series, and I was really happy with it, and I was really just excited to share with everyone the new books I got, and hopefully I'll have a new big series binge or just random standalones. I think I just want to read for the sake of my reading and not try and overthink what I'm reading for a video. That's really important to me. So we'll see what happens and where I take things. But yeah, thanks for sticking like throughout this video. Like, it's insane. But yeah.
That's it. Bye.